And believe me, it takes a lot for me to preach like this. Trust me. I know I'm like almost, I'm not saying I'm the only one, but it's hard to find preachers that are open to this. They want people to learn. All right. Now look here. The reason I'm teaching you the cycle of money, and you see why I had to help her to answer, so that I broaden the answer, then she brings her perspective. Now look here. The book I'm writing is called The Cycle of Wealth. Now look here. I studied it. Let's say in the year 1800. This is where wealth began. Are you understanding? Oh yeah, you can sit from there. Please zoom in. Zoom in. You don't need to show us. Yeah. The cycle of money. So why I'm writing this book, The Cycle of Money, you need to understand it. If this is where wealth began, everything has a starting point. Are you hearing me? Only God does not start. God is the one through whom everything began. God is the beginning. God does not start. God did not start being God. Everything apart from that has a beginning point. And if you can track it, people, listen to me. Please listen when I'm talking about money. You will suffer when you leave these places. Mutanyonga watu na degree. I guarantee you, if you don't listen, you'll only have stupid papers in your houses without anything to show. Because that's how they have programmed us. This is the beginning of wealth in the year 1800. Let's call this 1800. The year 1800, for example. So what it will do, it will go round 1810, 1815. I don't know until where, but I think you understand. And then it must complete. Are you getting it? The cycle must complete. So it means within these years, you're saying this way, all these years, to attempt to do something different is at your own risk. How do I tell you? Are you understanding? It's at your own risk. Let's say the wealth system here is oil. So you are safer when you don't do quails. You study the cycle of wealth. Stop trying to be deep and to be new. Study the cycle. And that's what my wife answered. I don't know which sister here. You don't need to have your own children's home. You can literally visit someone somewhere. Sorry, me, I can only answer questions. I don't know how to answer questions because for me it's not a game. Lives are involved. It's not a game. Because I don't know how to answer a question in a minute. This is not a game. You can't answer this in a minute. So if this cycle, the wealth here is oil, focus on the wealth. Focus on oil. Are you understanding? But you must be able to track when wealth is no longer as relevant as it was. It's not that it will not give you profit, but it's not really what people are into. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Then a new cycle will begin. Then the cycle will start again. It will create its own path, create its own path, create its own path. 1920, 1930, 1940. Here, you will notice that it will be banks. So everyone you notice here, people started banks. But at this particular place, if you do banks here, you'll be losing because it's not a wise investment. Have you read the law of demand and supply? Do not supply if you have not studied demand. For example, I've studied the demand of water. If you want to be rich, dig a borehole in Nakuru. Specifically Nakuru. If you want to be rich, dig a borehole in Nakuru. And if you're watching us and you're in Nakuru and you have land, call us. I will bring the investment of the borehole. So let's own together. You see how you think? You bring the land, I'll bring the borehole machine, I'll dig the borehole. If you want, one of the things, because I'm studying how it's working. Territories tell you capacity and businesses. There are businesses, if you do in Moranga, it will not grow. And so young people, or rather, the church has not been taught how to study the cycle. So kuamka tu quail. This cycle does not support quail. So even though quail will work for 2 days, it will collapse. That's what we call now a pyramid scheme, or rather a Ponzi scheme. It is not in that season. So nothing supports it. And this is what I call the cycle of wealth. You must study the cycle. You must study where did it begin? Where is it going? At this particular point, where are we? Now you go, another one will start. So the easiest way in this season is to follow what is. You follow it. you follow it. So you might be 1820, 1920, 1924, 1950. You follow the cycle. And you will know, because the atmosphere itself will tell you. Like right now, you'll be so ignorant to ignore coins. You and ignorance are brothers. To ignore coins, at Ukeapo Shule, journalist, and you just ignore coins. What is happening in the Bitcoin system, just the coin world, and you're just ignorant. Because now, a new realm has come. So wealth now, the cycle has changed, because it must complete. Are you seeing this place? Are you noticing this is constant? Because anything that begins must come to an end. If you are born, you must die. Are you understanding? You must study the beginning of a thing and the end. And you can be Elijah. Either way, you leave this world. That's what I mean. Now, you come to our generation. I've noticed it. Now, from around 2010, a new season broke. And I've checked it. Wasayon, it's decade. Every decade, something must happen. Even to your own marriage. There is a cycle of 10 years. I've seen it. I've seen it. And I've studied it as long as I can think. Every decade, something changes. In every sphere. Now, we are in, from 2010, something began. And it's called coins. Now, it might be 2011, 2012, 2013, 2015, 2018, 2020, 2023. We are now here, 2025. This is still not here. So don't come here. But don't start opening a bank here. If you look, the coins are facing out banks. Coins means the same money you have in your bank, you will now be a walking bank by yourself. Do you understand? You can walk with your money. So there is no need of coming back here and focusing on oil. And then you study your nation like Kenya. There is no much oil. It's not like Nigeria. You have to study the ground, what is happening. It's not that you cannot gain by banking, and it's not that you cannot gain by oil, but be ready to put in more, because the axe is blunt and it can really cut. Now what can cut is coin. It can cut poverty. So there is no need of doing these other things. And in order for you to have a coin, you only need little, and you must again have knowledge. Don't just enter and buy things. You study the coin. How has this coin been 4 years ago? If it grew, what did it grow to? What are people saying about it? What banks are believing in it? Where is the country heading? Where is the world going? You now move with that. A time will come, 2028, 2032, 2040, I don't know, 2050, 2070, 2080, it will complete. Then now something else will begin. Are you seeing what I'm saying? So you have to study this cycle. And so many people come to me and they're like, Bishop, I want to start a business, give me 1 million. I just know you are a failure. You are going to fail. You know, there is where is that young guy from 4 gentlemen? Where are you? What train? Magneto? Where is the guy? You know why I was interested on him yesterday? Because that's where the world is going. So his idea is not here. His idea is somewhere here. Because where we are going, people want to connect. The countries want to interconnect. So you can never go wrong with what is in the future. Don't do businesses that are in the past. There is a company called Kodak. Who knows Kodak? Well, Gen Z. Who knows anything called Kodak? Nasio mwimbaji. Sabu nini? Kodak? You remember Kodak? Which other company? Everready? Yeah, battery. You remember Paka Power? Paka ziko na power. Cats that have a lot of power, Paka. You remember? What you don't understand is that era was phased out. So it's not that you will not prosper. Please hear me. It's not that you will not prosper if you do it, but you will end up over investing. In order for you to finally make people trust in battery again, people have advanced. Understand where is the cycle, where are we as 2025. You have to release some things. Coins, you check what is relevant. Trading. Next, I saw Japan. Is it Tokyo or Japan? Who saw the animal? Is it like the cheetah? They have built an animal that now, a technology that you can hold, like the way you hold a horse, and it can run, and it's a machine. Can you find it, Pastor? Who is there? Who can help me there? Boy, find these things I'm saying. There is is it Tokyo or Japan? Just check. They built, it's yet to be launched, and it's full like a dog or a horse. You hold it. So now instead of flying, because it's a lot of work, you can hold it and it can run. So what is that person telling you? Transport. Next, AI. Hata hatujui ni nini. So will you just think artificial intelligence, the preacher who preach is satanic? No problem. All things work together for. Even Satan belongs to God. Because I've realized something in Africa. When you don't know what to do with it, you demonize it. Because we don't know what to do with AI, so we demonize it. And the people that fight new things is Africa. Africa fights anything they can't understand. These are the things you need to look at. To ignore AI now, you are a joke. People are being treated in hospital using this thing. Machines are operating people. And this is what I'm saying. You must study that cycle. So what I've done, I've studied the cycle. This is not just me coming out. Safe haven is not a business. Safe haven is a cycle. We are studying the cycle. Where is the money going? To know, in case you are not aware, Safaricom, 18 years. They celebrated 18 years a few weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, right? I was telling Walla. Did you see what happened to them? They launched ZD. But to some people, they don't even know what that is. They launched ZD. Something they came up with in December last year. They launched it. And ZD, they openly call it a money market, MMF, money market fund. And they tell you, if you have now an opportunity to invest in ZD using your M-Pesa, and then you make profit. It's the same thing we are saying. Now, because they have numbers, and we have better offers, which I challenge any company to do it. I challenge it. I challenge them, and I want to see what offer they'll give. This money market fund, SMM, Safaricom Money Market Fund, it's there, Globe, it's there. It's not something I'm saying. Between December and April, they had already raised assets worth 2.8, I think 5 billion. Between December and now. But when we tell you people these things, I'm taking kuskia. Someone now, as I'm teaching, is affording to sleep. Your mother does not have a house. And you're affording to sleep, and I'm teaching something that people would pay millions to get this information I'm teaching. Sometimes cheap is the worst thing you can give people. Free is the worst thing you can give people. And this is why sometimes you notice people charge so that the wrong people never come. Because if someone pays 10,000, it will be value for their money. You can't pay 10,000 and play with it. But sometimes when something is free, you take it for granted. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. We are studying a safe haven. Where is the money going? The wealth is moving. And right now the wealth here is on these things I'm saying. Coins. Trading. Are you hearing me? Transport. Where you see a lot of robots and AI. Now have you noticed here, it's probably one thing. Here is probably two things. As you keep going, avenues open. So you can see electric cars are slowly beginning to become the talk of the day. Someone actually told me the other day they are bringing me one to check it, and then no need to pay. Levels, usi mind. Ikikuja na kupea, ubebe mama. Solar is coming to compete with the normal, which actually solar, globally, they are calling it what? Clean energy. So if you're going to be part of this clean energy, believe me, you're in the future. Because carbon emissions, you know, carbon, a lot of it's the toxicity in the air. So if you're going to go this direction, but there was a time to tell anyone about what do you call it, clean energy, solar, it was a waste of your time, because no one believed it. Now solar is becoming the talk of the day. So that's how you look at it. What is carrying money? Ask your neighbor, what is carrying money in your generation? 2, what's moving wealth? Carrying money means the idea, wealth means the transportation. What is moving wealth? You have to study it, my people. I'm sorry for taking this time, but I need to explain these things. These things I'm teaching. Have you found what I've said? Kindly. It's all over social media. Like, just, it's public. Watch that thing. I was watching it yesterday. I don't know kama ni mimi niko in the future. Why don't you people see some of these things? Lakini mtu akipata mimba, we know. If someone gets pregnant, we know. Look at that machine. Is there a way to put volume? Kawasaki Group, exactly. This is what I was looking for. And it's seven days ago. Now, how do you know it's valuable? Can I tell you? Who can tell me how I know this thing is valuable? Anyone? How do you know that this thing is valuable? Yes? Because you're getting to your, no answer is wrong. And how old are you, little girl? 12 years. So, bro, you're fired. You have found your challenge. 12 years. Just look at a 12-year-old. Look at that machine. Look at it. I was studying it. They were saying the stability. It can't fall. It's so stable. You don't even feel much. Look at that machine. Na uko hapa, unataka kutengeneza kitu ya kusukuma punda. I don't know if you are getting it. It might be painful to you, but you know me, I tell you the way it is. The world doesn't care about your emotions. The world does not care what you think. The world is in the future. I'm saying this to push you to become better. How do you know that this is needed? How do you know it's relevant? Study.
Because we're entering into an era where fuel won't be used anymore most of the time. Good.
Let me help her. Have you heard her statement? Very true. But I'm talking about the video. Now, watch. Sister, can I tell you? Look at the views and look at the number of days. Are you seeing the views? What are the views? What are the views? 950. How many days?
7 days.
That's how you know. It means people are moving towards that direction. People will embrace this thing. Just imagine someone to sit down and draw that thing. Mtu akili yake iko wapi? Na wewe mtoto wako anacheza na matope. Kawasaki's, look at these people's kids, what they are doing. You have to study the future. You have to be in the future. As much as Billy Graham was powerful, Billy Graham was in his day. As much as John G. Lake was powerful, John G. Lake was in his day. For the God of Elijah. Why Elijah? Is it not written that many prophets wanted to hear what you are hearing? It means Elijah should be learning how to deal with God fully with you, to study you. Because the capacity you have now, Jesus has died on the cross. Why Elijah? These are the days of... No, why should it be the days of Elijah? Are you telling me there is nothing we have demonstrated today that our past can learn from? Why are we always learning from past? If you want to see a powerful person, we must reach the past. There is no one in our generation that can raise the dead, can heal the sick. We have to go back to past. Now look at what people are building and then compare it with Africa. How will you compete against that world? When we are joking, if right now I take this teaching, this one, I go to China, I will get a lot of money because they understand what I'm saying. They know what I'm saying. Africa, we just joke because you are 12 years, you are 14, so you begin to use age. You go check what 12-year-olds are doing outside there. And so they give us too many documents, A plus, A minor. They feed your head so that they finally pay you to serve them. Why go to school for all those years and you have never thought about building something for yourself? Why? You must study this cycle I'm talking about. Forget all those other questions. You must study this cycle. Kama sio hivyo utakuwa na utarudi huko kwenye Meru. Ukakule nini zinaitwa hata nini? Ukakule huko matawi. After all your parents have gone through, because you don't study. If right now I take these phones and I go to your, what do you call, history, search engine history, what will I find on these phones? Pornography. Nations are building things that are changing systems. Na hapa Kenya ni kushika watu because wanafanya play. Me some things I really feel it. You talk to Christians about these things, we know nothing about these things. Now there is a new cycle. I don't know how far it is, but I can tell you, 2010, we are 15 years in this cycle. 15 years. How long will it last? I don't know. But I can tell you this thing is 15 years. So you are 15 years behind. Trump made a statement. Make America great again. MAGA. Hata nimewapatia slogan. They didn't know. Make America great again. MAGA. That's Trump. How will he do it? You see he himself is coming on news and he's talking about coin. And then you think he's ignorant. He's saying Bitcoin does not belong to them, but he wants to create the biggest reserve of Bitcoin because he can't own it. So they want to buy as much of it. And then they will now take, so it means study American coins. Because he will do anything to push those coins because he has MAGA in his mind. Make America, not make China. He won't power China. He will not power Russia. He's not foolish. I saw him speaking about the automobile, saying that their cars are being driven in China. I mean, Japan's cars are there, but American cars are not being sold there. So he wants to straighten the import of cars. Because what shocked me, can I tell you what shocks me? Japan, 90% of the cars in Japan are made in Japan. 90%, I'm so shocked. How will Japan not be a great nation? Huku, something as rich as tea, you find import. Import of tea is more than export. Yet we are the producers of it. It's so foolish. That we are known for horticulture, but you find horticulture in import. Instead of holding import of what we can be able to produce so that we send it away and make more money and build our nation. Africa, misijui. And then the people you are telling wanakuangalia tu hivi kama zombie. And then ukiona mtu akiuma ni wewe anakuambia hiki mtu unaelewa kidogo kinasema. Sisi tutauza mayai sawa, who's mind? We are going to sell eggs, forget coins. Sisi tutauza. We are going to start an egg business. Can I tell you something you can do on a small scale in terms of agriculture that can help you? Can I tell you? Huh? You won't believe it. Can I tell you? Can I tell you? Read this. Can you read that? If you can put 1,000 of them pure in December, you are rich. Let's forget even hii kwa sababu kuna mtu naona ameanza kuzima. There is someone I'm saying, say, Bishop, man, I don't get it. Just help us. Just put natural chicken, kienyeji. I don't know how to call it in English. What's kienyeji, surely? The chickens that are not broilers. Like God's chickens. Not broiler, not CG. Pure kienyeji. And be willing to wait. How many months? Feed them. November, come out. All of them. If you put 1,000 or 5,000 and sell them for 1,200. How much is that? 5,000. 0, 0 times 12. How much is that? 0. Eh? How much is that? 6 million. So at least that one you it's normal. I say check if sasa Mori ameanza kuongea lugha yetu. Morio, you have now come back to Kenya. We were seeing you. We were waiting for you to land. Now you have landed. Honestly, my people, I have passion to see people growing. Bear with me. It's my heart's desire. This is the future. Study what? The what? Future. Study the future. And believe me, whether you believe it or not, the world must do what? Move. So it either moves with you or it moves without you. But the world must move. You have to think about the world like the planet. You know the way it moves every day. So do you pray for it to move? You don't need to believe it. The world must rotate. So the same way, wealth rotates. And if you can study, wealth rotates. If you can study the rotation, you will be wealthy. Just study the rotation. You don't even need to be smart. You don't even need to go to school. If you have gone to school, God bless you. Nothing wrong. Go for us. But those of us that had some little challenge. And if you can, hear me, go to school. But not all of us will be able to go to school, Cindy, because of grades. Study the cycle. Where is the money going? That's how you become rich. May the Lord bless you. Hey. Oh. Shika. Shika. She has said no, she wants me to give him back. Here, take. Take, bro. Why? You have to find a way. School affair. You don't want Kenyan currency. Big man, no new friends. Uskubali. Is this making sense? Bear with my Lord story. May the Lord bless you.